Morning, everybody. I hope that you all are doing well. I received the Gillette razor that everybody's talking about as the offering on Amazon, and I wanted to open my copy and see what you guys thought about the razor as I open it. I'll give you, my very modest thoughts, but this is the first time that I've seen a Gillette branded razor offered commercially as a new item. So this will be an interesting open box or reveal, if you will, and we'll see what we get. This is an inexpensive thing, and let's see if we can come up with see what we get out of this little box here from Amazon. Let's see, open that up. I know I shouldn't be opening a box with a knife, but we're gonna give it a shot anyway. Hopefully we don't cut the contents. So as with anything in Amazon, a box within a box. I got my box as you see it. I opened it, and this is the first time I've opened it. So here's what we got in the box. Another box. It does say Gillette. It's branded with their badge. I suppose a sticker on this side, I'm thinking, is probably an Amazon tracking type sticker. No label there, and then another Amazon, I think, type tracking label here. On the back, Gillette, Procter & Gamble, Cincinnati, and then a phone number. And I believe that this would be their number here on this corner here. This would be their, I guess, their SKU or their product number. So let's turn this over. Let's open it and see what we get inside. First time. Wow, okay. Well, it's packaged nicely. So in the box, have some bubble wrap. Nothing else in the box besides the bubble wrapped item. And then just a little bubble wrap pouch on three sides with an open end. So let's take this out and see what we get. The travel case is very nice. Mine seems to be slightly canted. You can see that the fit and finish on my case is slightly odd. On my case, you can see that I have a bit of an open seam here, and it looks like it's slightly canted. Nothing that I can't fix by twisting. And again, what do I expect? For 35 bucks or whatever we paid for it on Amazon, as a pre-order. I don't know. So again, all I did was just give it a little twist back, and it's fine. So I'm not really too concerned about that. The front feels like a leatherette type wrapped box, sort of a brown kind of leather, if you will. It has an embossed Gillette diamond on the front, and then on the front here as well with this, you have King C. Gillette's signature as well, Gillette and then trademark here, embossed or heat stamped, if you will, on the front of the box. The sides are unremarkable. Piano hinge here. Nothing there, and then nothing on the back. If I gently shake it, I can hear something in the box, but it sounds like everything is well placed without opening the box. We'll open it together. Gillette's, looks like some paperwork or a card, a safety card. It says, has a note in here from King C. Gillette, some words that he may have said back during his life in 1918, and then opening the card, we can see that the card is interesting. The card gives us a bit more of a look as to how the razors should function, and I'll put a copy of the card here for us, and when I finish this little video thing, and how to use a double-edged razor. So it's sort of an interesting thing here for those who don't. And then looking at the back, obviously this is the front, here's the back one here, and then the back of the card as well. And again, I'll put a few images of the card itself within this video, so that way we can see what that looks like. Move the card off to the side. Let's see, let's take it out. Let's take it, what we got here. It looks like the travel case is well recessed. The head unit's here, the handle, and then the this looks like a 5-pack of Gillette Platinums. So these are kind of nice. The 5-pack isn't any, it's just a cardboard box. So this is standard fare for anything that you would have in your shave den. You could just drop a 5-pack in here and sort of go on down the road. I'd imagine that if you were going to fly with this would have to be checked, obviously, and you'd sort of progress from there. So that's sort of an interesting. So there's the Gillette 5 Platinums. And then let's see what we have here. Let's take the handle out first because I'm interested in the handle. The handle is fairly light. It seems as if it's solid. Of course, don't quote me on that. The bottom here, the base, looks like it's been turned. There's some turning marks on it, and I can't tell. It looks like those actually might be purposeful. They look like concentric rings along the bottom. I don't know if you can really see those in this view here, but they look like they're concentric rings. They look like they've been left there because as the rings get further towards the outside edge of the handle, it looks sort of like the rings are polished off. So I think that might be purposeful. The handle is well knurled. The handle is very easy to grip with 2 decorative bands here at the top and the bottom, and then the standard threading that we would expect to see on any sort of handle. So you could probably put whatever head that you wanted on it. What I'm particularly interested in is the blade itself, or the head itself. I'd like to see if it's actually marked Gillette on the top. It is not. There is no marking across the top. It is a closed comb razor head, and on the bottom, unfortunately, it is not marked at all with anything Gillette. So this could be any razor head. I actually believe that I have a very similar razor head, probably the same. There is absolutely no marking in here that sort of denotes any Gillette product at all, which is unfortunate. I thought that maybe, Gillette would have sort of dusted off an old mark or an old stamp, or made something for us that enjoy the wet shaving, that could possibly give us sort of a link back to those earlier days. Mine is marked with the number 4 here at the top. And again, this is not going to be anything that's traceable back to Gillette, which is unfortunate. It seems to be well made. It's plated nicely, even along where the threads are. The threads are plated nicely. The edges are nice. There's no peeling. There's no sharp edge, if you will, along that plating. I know that sometimes we can get some stuff that's plated poorly and you'll catch an edge or a finger, and I'm not able to do that. Looking at that base, again, at the bottom plate, I can't see any sort of defect or malfunctioning in that plating process, which is nice. Again, it's a nice thing. So we're just going to assemble it together. I would imagine that this would be a very mild razor, given its single, it's sort of single adjustment, if you will. They go together easy, not a problem at all. The screws, they screw together beautifully. There's no sand or grit in the threads when I assemble them, which is nice. So whoever designed this and had this made by an overseas company, I can imagine that they've done their due diligence and really researched to make a good and solid product. As to whether or not this is a Gillette product, it's Gillette's offering. They stamp their name on it, and it's a nice thing. Don't get me wrong. For the few dollars that I spent on it, I'm happy with it. Would I say this is a Gillette razor? No, I wouldn't say this is a Gillette razor at all. This is just a company who maybe made something and uses Gillette's branding, and was able to do that. But I'm happy with it. I think it's really, really nice for what it is. It's something nice to add to the den. Would I use it? Probably not. I'm more of a straight guy myself, but I do have the occasional open or closed comb, but those tend to be actual Gillette products, or whoever. I mean, I have a General, I have a bunch of Gillette stuff. I have some really, really nice old Gillette World War II stuff. But for me, you know, it was just about getting something new with Gillette's name on it in a package that was nice, and then I could sort of reference and sort of think back to, you know, those earlier times, which is a nice thing. And so for 35 bucks, it's worth it. You know, will it be a central focus in your shave den? Don't know. But for me, you know, it's a nice thing to have, and it'll go up on my shelf and be one of those things that I can sort of take out and show and that sort of thing like that. Is this a good gift? Now, that's a great question. Is this a good gift to give to others? If they're new in the shave, in the sort of shave arts and that wet shaving hobby, absolutely. For 35 bucks, you can't beat it, right? You get the case, you get the card, you get some explanation as to all the parts. You actually get a step-by-step instruction. Granted, there's 10 steps here, 10 little points, but how to use a double-edged safety razor. So this is a great gift to give to those folks who may be new in that shave sort of feature, in that shave in the shave community. So I certainly would consider giving this as a gift. Nice head, already comes with the blades, nice handle, 5 blades. I mean, gosh, if you run those 5 blades, 4 shaves a piece? You know, what is that? What is that, 20, I guess 20 shaves? So yeah, I mean, that's not a bad deal at all. A month's worth of shaves out of, you know, if you do, 4 shaves a piece. I know some folks go to 6. Me, I don't really go beyond 2, but again, that's just me, and I like a really, really nice shave as fine as I can get it. So that's what you get in the box. You know, you get this guy, some packaging. You got a cool little Gillette box. I'll probably keep the box only because it says Gillette on it, and it was their, it's their sort of offering. So I'm just gonna, put it right back in here like this and let it sit there, and that sort of thing. But I would consider giving this as a gift. All right, man. I hope that you guys enjoyed that. Again, it was just a off the cuff, and I find that some of those off the cuff videos tend to be really, really nice. We get to both discover what comes in the mail, and those are fun things to do. So, gentlemen, I hope that you guys have a great day. Be well, be amazing in all that you do, and be kind to others. Thanks now. Bye.